All right, let's get right into it. If you're a leader, a consultant, anyone trying to steer a company through an AI transformation, well, you already know it's one of the toughest gigs out there. So today, we're going to break down a strategic roadmap for 2026 and turn all that complexity into a clear, actionable plan.
You know, this quote just absolutely nails the core problem, doesn't it? You're not working in some clean, perfect lab. No, you are implementing some truly revolutionary tech inside a living, breathing business. A business that probably has some age on it and absolutely cannot afford to just stop running. This is way more than a technical problem. It's a high-stakes, high-wire act.
And that really is the core challenge right there. The biggest fight for most leaders today is just cutting through all the hype around AI to focus on creating real, lasting business value. And that's really tough when you're trying to plug this brand new technology into legacy systems that are, maybe decades old, but are still the absolute lifeblood of the company.
So, look, a problem this complex, you just can't solve it with the old methods. It really demands a completely new playbook. And that playbook, it starts with evolving your own mindset. Before you can even think about changing an organization, you have to master 3 fundamental concepts that are going to define AI leadership in 2026. First up is this idea of triple fluency. Honestly, this is the non-negotiable skill for 2026. See, it's not enough to just get the business case, or just the tech, or just the people part. You have to be the central translator, the one person who can speak all 3 of those languages fluently. You're the bridge between the boardroom, the IT department, and the people on the ground who are actually doing the work. Next, we have to talk about the goal. What are we actually aiming for? And that goal is something called parallel intelligence. This idea completely reframes the objective. We're not just trying to automate tasks to get rid of them. No way. We're building a true hybrid team. We're designing workflows where human strategy and creativity work hand in hand in perfect sync with AI's incredible speed and precision.
And finally, we have to face the biggest roadblock you're going to hit: the organizational antibody. Think about it. Just like your body's immune system attacks a foreign virus, an established company will naturally and sometimes aggressively resist disruptive new tech. This isn't just a few grumpy employees, it's a deep systemic response. And let me tell you, ignoring this is probably the #1 reason these AI projects fail. Okay, so with those big ideas in mind, let's get practical. How do we put them into action? Step 1 of the roadmap is all about figuring out where to even begin. It's about finding that hidden gold buried deep inside those old, messy systems, but doing it without causing a huge disruptive mess.
And here's the most important rule for step 1. You have to resist the siren song of the coolest new AI tool. Forget that. Your mission is to hunt for what we call bounded use cases. We're talking about hyper-specific, super narrowly defined problems like a single painful data entry step or a reporting process that's always late. Find a spot where AI can deliver a clear, measurable win right away.
A fantastic tool for this is something simple we call t-shirt sizing. It's just a quick and dirty way to categorize potential projects. Your small projects are your quick wins, right? Like automating that annoying data entry. Medium could be tackling that clunky old report generator. And the large projects, well, those are the really game-changing ones, and we'll get to those in a second. But you always start small. Build momentum, prove the value, and earn people's trust.
And the way you implement these is with the crawl, walk, run strategy. It's a classic for a reason. First, you crawl. You deploy AI agents in a read-only mode. They just watch, analyze, and make recommendations. Then you walk. You introduce agents that can actually do things, but only with a human approving it, a human in the loop. And then finally, once that trust is built, you run. You let fully autonomous agents operate, but only within that very specific, bounded use case you've already defined.
This brings us right to step 2, which tackles the biggest, scariest technical problem of all. What on earth do you do with that mission-critical legacy system? For decades, the only answer was this terrifying, multi-year rip-and-replace project. But thankfully, today, we have a much smarter, much safer, non-invasive solution.
So the old way was rip and replace. It was a high-risk, incredibly expensive nightmare that, let's be honest, often failed. The new way is to build what's called an AI reasoning layer, and the difference is just night and day. Instead of breaking your core system, you wrap it. You put a smart layer around it that can talk to it, pull data from it, and connect it to modern tools, all without ever touching the original code.
And the business benefits here are just massive. I mean, you can deploy new AI features in weeks, not years. You completely remove the risk of breaking your core systems. And maybe best of all, you finally unlock the incredible value of all that data that's been trapped just sitting there dormant in your mainframe for decades.
So, now that we have our technology strategy sorted, we can move to the final, and I think the most important step of all, the human element. Step 3 is all about learning to lead this new hybrid workforce of people and AI agents, and this is where true leadership has to evolve.
So here's the deal. Roles like Agile Coach or Scrum Master have to fundamentally change. You're no longer just a facilitator of meetings and a tracker of tasks. You are now becoming an Agile systems architect. You are actively designing the workflows and the handoff points between your human experts and your AI agents. You are the one orchestrating that parallel intelligence we talked about earlier. And that means your new mandate is to consciously and carefully dismantle that organizational antibody. And the real key here is all in how you frame it. You have to get your human stakeholders involved from day one and consistently show them that AI is a co-pilot. It's a tool that's here to get rid of the boring, repetitive, soul-crushing parts of their job, freeing them up to focus on the high-value strategic work that, frankly, only a human can do. And that brings us to the end of our roadmap. We've covered the new mindset, the technical strategy, and the human leadership it takes to really succeed. So the only question left is the one you should be asking yourself the second this explainer ends. What is the very first, small, high-impact, bounded use case you can find to start your client's transformation journey?